Go ahead and laugh. I like it, Linda. Hey guys. I was going to do comedy, but now I want a banjo serenade because I'm all wet. Yeah. I know this is a shocker to you guys, but I've been aging. Is anybody else getting older than this bitch? Hell yeah, we're all getting older. I'm just usually winning at it. Yeah, I know. I had a birthday and I turned 21 again. What's that about? 21 times 3 and nobody's business. That's what. Nobody cares. They say age is just a number. Please. Age is a really big number. I'm 74 now. Can you believe it? You know what's weirder than that is I'm not from New York. Can you believe that? I love telling New Yorkers, hey, I'm from the Upper West Side. And they're like, forget about it. Not the Upper West Side of New York. I'm from the Upper West Side of the map, Oregon. I know, totally relatable. I get it. Yeah. It is so boring in Oregon. How boring is it? It's so boring in Oregon. They get it in Oregon that it's boring there. So they named a city in Oregon Boring, Oregon. I know, they get it. And Boring, Oregon is right next door to Happy Valley, Oregon. I can't make this shit up. And Happy Valley people are happy because they're on meth. What's happening in Oregon, yeah. Oregon is called the Great Outdoors. The Great Outdoors, give me a break. Do you know how many days a year it rains in Oregon? 190. I grew up watching the Great Outdoors from underneath an umbrella. Yeah. They said, go on outside and play. Well, I don't want to smell like a wet dog. Don't want to do that. Yeah, I got sick of every single minute of my life in Oregon. I wanted to live in New York. Because when you turn on the TV in Oregon, everything's happening in New York, not Oregon. Everything. You get it. You're like, you have half a brain, you got to get the hell out of Dodge at some point. So in 1973, I know you're wondering, what did I do in 1973? I took a treacherous trip to get out of Oregon. I went to the post office. You guys know what a post office is these days? I went there to mail a package, a job application. I went to go mail a package, and there's a man at the post office, and he's got a package for me, if you know what I mean, a package for me. There I am, young and innocent, and he wants me. He wants me bad. He's yelling full caps. I want you. Who's understand? Yeah. He wanted me. I'm a boomer. Do you think I was taught to say no to a man? Somebody that plays a banjo serenade? Go away. I'm not doing that. I'm not saying no to a man. I joined the military so you can hear these jokes in English. You're welcome. And I was young, sweet, innocent. You know where they put me? I was a little bit Jewish. Where do you think they sent me? That's right, Germany. Holy Toledo. I'm telling you, when I got there, guess what? Guess how many women were on my post with 2,000 men? Me. One woman and me with 2,000 men. Crazy, right? There's no other women. Yes, I was so lucky. And I think I'm just bragging. I hope I never get Alzheimer's and forget that statistic. Me and 2,000 men. But all day long, all the men wanted a piece of me. I was in the Women's Army Corps. I was a whack. They wanted to whack at me. I learned to say no, 9. They thought I meant they could have me 9 times. I had a lieutenant, and all the time he would say, they call me the 60-minute man. So one day, without thinking, I just said the unthinkable. I said, the 60-minute man, like to get it up? Yeah. And that's how I avoided having to re-enlist in the military. Me and my mouth, yeah. People like to ask me questions like, okay, kind of hard to believe you were in the military, but let's say you were. What kind of job did you do? Well, do you guys remember the lady that put the airplanes together in World War II, Rosie the Riveter? I did nothing like her. Nothing. But I stood in a cage and I was a cashier because they didn't have cage-free back then. I counted money, part Jewish. I like counting it towards me, not out. So, yeah, people ask, well, okay, you were in the military. Did you ever get injured? Yeah, I almost got injured. Almost. Because my lieutenant, Fortunato, he was cleaning his weapon and he forgot he had a round in the chamber and the bullet grazed my leg. Didn't really injure me, but I can't hear out of this ear too well. But I was pregnant at the time and I'm really glad I didn't get shot, right? And I call that joke, I had a round in my chamber too. Yeah. People ask me all the time the other question. It's really hard to answer. We have a Vietnam veteran here. Give it up for him. Yeah. People always ask, or they're thinking, did you ever kill? And I find that question so offensive and so hard to deal with because I didn't kill until after the military. Just kidding. Yeah. But now my life is all about doing comedy for our military. Any other military? Kind of looks military here. Yeah, you are? My father was awesome. Your grandfather didn't. So my life is now about doing comedy for the military and the veterans. Are you a veteran? Okay. So you were talking, so I thought that maybe I missed you. But anyway, I do comedy for the veterans, and I love it. I get tingly all over my body like a banjo serenade. I get tingly, wet, doing comedy for the veterans. I do. I love it. It's my passion. So I'm always going to get out there and go find some more GI spots. Thank you guys. I'm Linda Marcus.
Give it one more time for Linda. You guys having a good time? Finally, if you're ready for your next comic, clap it up if you're ready for your next comic. Next comic on the stage, before going over the stage, if you know that Mohegan Sun, give it up for Danny Calabrese, everybody. Danny Calabrese.
What's up, everybody? How we doing? Let's hear it for Johnny and all your comics so far.